Hey, what's going on, everybody, man? Welcome to the corner. We are here to have fun, presented by the Pierce County Community Engagement Task Force, powered by WorkForce Central. I am one of your hosts, Tamar Jackson, better known as the Mayor of Loop City. Y'all see me.
What's up, everybody? I'm Jeff Wolf, the city manager of Loop City. Tamar, tell us why the corner is what it is.
You know what? The corner was really built to leverage our partners, man. We do a lot of great things in the community. We have a lot of great people in the community, but what we wanted to do is leverage those people in the community and highlight them as our champions in the work that they are doing day in and day out. You know what it is when you talk about community, don't forget the corners that keep them together. So this is our corner. Welcome to it.
Absolutely. And today we have Mr. Sam Bradshaw, Business Solutions Coordinator or consultant here with WorkForce Central. And man, when Sam came on board, hit the ground running with us. It's been a pleasure to work with him. Super excited. Make sure to catch your boy on Channel 12 City Line coming up. You'll have to tell us when that is.
Man, he going big, man.
So excited for that. Sam, introduce yourself a little bit. Tell us how you got here. Tell us a little about your background. Man, love to hear it.
Yeah, for sure. So what's up, y'all? My name is Samuel Bradshaw. Obviously coming to you directly from here in Pierce County. Like as the guys said, I'm with WorkForce Central as a business solutions consultant. And my journey here has been a long one, if we're just being real. I came from Central Washington, small kind of farming town, Sunnyside. Grew up with my great-grandparents, Spanish my first language. My family moved over here for a better life to work in the fields and kind of just provide for us, right? So I did what any industrious, hardworking youth from the mud does and got to grinding. Took some time, but I put myself through college. And I'll be real honest, I chased the dollar for quite a few years after college, right? Like many of us who came up with a little bit less, I wanted to have every single item and thing first, right? About 3 years ago, I got married to my wife, and I was working, had to have been 80, 85 hours a week at Amazon, at the Amazon business office in Seattle. And we had talked, and she said, you could put your skills to use for our community and do a lot better, and we'd have a lot more quality of life. I'd be able to go to my kids' soccer games, spend time with my awesome daughter, my awesome wife, my awesome son, and just do more life, right? While also providing pretty great services to the city. You know what I mean? And so we talked it out, and the rest is history, man. I joined kind of public service, have been loving it and killing it in Pierce County ever since. Pierce County was the first place I came, and I'm still here. I've been here 3 years doing this kind of work. And I love it here, man. I want to make where I live better, right? And I want to use the skills that I've learned, whether in school, whether in my career, to make that place where I live better.
No, man, you know what? And I love what you said, man. Jeff and myself, we talk about it all the time, man, especially young adults. You chase the dollar when you're not told and educated of the opportunity that's right in front of you. So when you spoke on that hit me, and that's really been the work that we've been trying to do as well, is, educate what's happening right here and make Pierce County where you can still call home. There's no reason to leave Pierce County to live in Pierce County. And that's the work that we do on a daily, so the business things that you're doing right now, how you're serving the community right now is so important, man. So I really appreciate the grind and the hustle that you got going on right now.
I appreciate you for that. Because yeah, it is. And we just don't know better, right? Is the real end of it. It's the crux of it. We go out and we search for what's going to pay me the most money so that I don't have to worry about nothing. So that I'm not scared of losing things or living the way I was at one point, and there's just so much more to it than that.
Right on, man. Well, I know you're doing business solutions, but being that we work with you, we know business solutions. But right now, what I want you to go through is, and you know what? I'm going to pause on that because I'm going to have Jeff introduce that piece to you. I'm going to ask you something differently. What did you find helpful about the task force? And honestly, why did you choose us as a partner? Outside of Workforce Central, what made you choose the task force? Like, why did that become a beacon to you to sit and say, you know what, I need to go rock with them? Why is that?
So, and other members of the task force know, we've been hosting incredible events, collaboration for a cause, right? Incredible community pieces, doing wonderful things. But I think the key word I just used there was doing and being in the community and actually performing those acts. We all talk a really good game, right? Everybody in this industry talks a really good game, but who's doing it? Who is in the city? Who is in, who's moving around and providing services to folks and coming out and actually meeting people where they are? The task force is, in fact, right? And so I came here to this group because the task force is a group of doers. They're a group of individuals who collectively at their own organizations are doing whole big pieces. But we come together as a group and make it happen, right? We don't talk about it. We are, in fact, about it.
Don't talk about it, be about it.
I love that.
I mean, that, and the second aspect of it is community, right? And I think that's the other thing that folks talk about wanting to make their community better. Well, it starts with building a community, right? Like, it starts with having a group of individuals who care enough about where they live to take time separate from work time and involve themselves with making that place better and talking about the problems that place may or may not be facing, right? And then enacting solutions to solve those problems. Community, man.
I love that you brought up collaboration for a cause, because that 4.0 just happened yesterday, right? So talking about things like that just happened yesterday, another one. So beautiful, man. I want to dive into business solutions, and I want you to introduce kind of what you do and the program that you guys offer. I know this has always been an interest of mine, being a local business owner, and same with Tamar. And when we collaborate, it's always fantastic to hear like the way you talk about it and the needs and the gaps that you're trying to fill. So please just give us an idea of what business solutions is and kind of what you do in that role.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think the best way to go about explaining it is just a 30,000 foot view, right? We could get deep into the weeds, but I don't know how beneficial that would be. I think the best way to state it is that we provide services to businesses to help them when they're struggling, whether that be when we were coming into the pandemic, right? Talking to businesses about alternatives to layoffs, right? And when they did, in fact, have to lay folks off, bringing partners together to speak to their employees about the different services and benefits that they're entitled to as a laid off resident of Pierce County, right? So if you're in an in decline opportunity, like a position, we could put you through retraining of several different kinds. Think about it. I mean, CDLs, for example, are few and far between in Pierce County. Everybody with a CDL has a job. So putting people through training, helping people in that regard. Or now, as we're kind of climbing out of the pandemic, helping individuals and organizations with their recruiting efforts. Every company in Pierce County right now, as of today, is hiring heavy. All of them. From Azteca to UPS and FedEx, everybody in between. There's nobody not with a "we're hiring now" sign out on their door, right? And the challenge then becomes, how do they become the most attractive employer to Pierce County residents? Because it's absolutely a job seekers market right now. We help them there. Just essentially, easiest way I think about it is we build a bridge between Pierce County's job seekers and Pierce County's businesses, right? And help them move from one place to the other.
Now, when you're going out there and you're looking at businesses, you're talking to businesses, you're building relationships with businesses, what does that look like? Like, take us through, a typical introduction. Like, what does it look like when Sam walks in and says, "Hey, I'm here from Business Solutions. I hear that you need a little bit of help. I want to collaborate with you." What does that look like?
Yeah, the first meeting is always just discovery on both ends, right? I want to find out more about how a business operates. I want to figure out how many people it needs, if it needs people. What positions is it really struggling to find? Is there problem points? Do we have one position where we have 15 openings and we haven't been able to fill those openings in 6 months? Or is it a kind of a melange of all sorts of different positions that they have, right? So it's really trying to understand what struggles the business is facing and how to get past them. On our end, I want the business to understand what kind of services we provide, the partners we work with, introduce them to our community partners, our WorkForce partners, all of those things, and ensure that we, on our end, are providing a wraparound service to them to give them the most benefit for their time. Because the one resource nobody has more of is time, right? If I invite you to 4 Zoom meetings and it could have taken 2, you're probably going to be upset with me, you know?
Nobody likes to book a meeting just for another meeting, right?
No.
So I love that. And kind of give us an idea, maybe just touch on the services just a little bit, because sometimes, like when I was hearing about business solutions, you know, it was almost like, well, there's Indeed, right? Like that, it's not just the job posting side, it's more.
No, the job posting side is a real small part of it. So we do in fact help employers get more visibility on their roles through job postings, right? And that's a part of what we do, and it's certainly a hyper valuable service, right? They can post on their own accounts, and we can post, and we can double down and try to meet in the middle and get maximum visibility for those open roles. But also we can work to, like, one thing I really like to do is work with our WorkForce partners to provide a career boost. So what a career boost is a kind of introduction to a field of work where a training provider, a employer, and a job seeker all come to like one place, right? And we discuss not only the entry-level careers that they may be hiring for now, but also the possibilities for moving up in the organization, lateral movement, skills improvement, all of those things that come with joining a team, right? And also with the training provider there, talking about any skills or certifications or licensure that you may need to be a part of those roles that you're looking to be a part of.
Okay, so going through when you think about it, so I'm a business, you know, I'm coming in, you know, Sam, I need 10 people to come on, you know, we're coming out of pandemic, you know, these are the things that we have. What does it look like for a business to come in and really hit the ground running after the introductions, after learning a little more about you, after going through the process? What does that look? Is it a quick turnaround process, or, you know, is it like 2-3 months? I mean, building relationships. What does that really look like, you know, as far as the expectations on when they can see people coming through their doors?
Yeah, we move quickly, right? So while if you have enough hiring need, it certainly could take 2 or 3 months to fill up. You know, I'm looking to make introductions and start moving immediately. Right. So my next job fair, Higher Pierce County, that's our team's job fairs, comes up on July 15th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's a virtual job fair. Right now, I think I have 25 employers scheduled for it, but we still have space. So I would say, you know what we're going to do is we're going to build you a booth for our virtual job fair. That's one item we're going to add to the list, right? I'm also going to bring in my partner, Carl, from the Employment Security Department. They also provide business services here in Pierce County. I want Carl to work with you on a one-on-one basis to do some email blasts to everybody on employment so they understand that your organization is hiring today. I'm also going to bring in our folks, like I was talking about earlier, with the WorkForce partnership at Career Team. And I'm going to talk about perhaps if it's a right fit, and only if it's a right fit, we're going to talk about the career boost I talked about, right? So we're going to try to provide multiple services and pull from multiple providers to provide one singular wraparound service to fill out those hiring needs, right? So while, yes, we're absolutely going to get those jobs posted on one of those job boards, you know, in the next 48 hours, 72 hours, quick turnaround on that, right? So we're already getting more visibility. From there, we're going to involve myself and my partners to start scheduling events on kind of a cadenced basis, right? So 2 weeks out, we're going to attend the career fair with me. 4 weeks out, you're going to be doing a career boost with our friends at Career Team. 2.5 weeks from now, you're going to be attending a single employer hiring event with Carl at ESD. And all of these services add up. And it's more and more, right? So my thought is, like any other pipeline, right? Any other funnel, the more we put at the top, the more we'll shake down to the middle, right? We're going to lose folks throughout the process, right? Not everybody's going to make it to get hired by the organization. But the wider net we cast in that ocean, the more fish we're about to catch.
Right on, right on. So if we're sitting there looking and here's Sam, he's looking out the window. I hear, one big thing with you is partners, collaborations. Who's the next person that I can mix it up with? Who's going to help me, serve this out there to where, we're here. What partners are you looking to collaborate with?
That's a good question, man. There's so many different organizations and people I want to work with right now. Let me start with the wish list. How about that?
Let's get the wish list.
So Associated Ministries, I happen to know, works with individuals who are struggling to make rent and struggling to with homelessness or near homelessness, right? That's near and dear to my heart, man. I want to make sure nobody in Pierce County is homeless that don't want to be, living in the streets. Let's fix that problem. I want to work with them to make sure that anybody who walks through those doors know that every single employer is hiring in Pierce County, right? I want to work more with our partners at Goodwill. Before this whole pandemic thing happened, we were doing a lot of incredible events like Hire 253. You might be familiar with that. We had at some point 75 employers, 1,000 people coming through the door. We were feeding 250 people, doing incredible things. I want to get back to that. We're climbing out of this. What's next? How do we get back to those things, right? I want to work with Sound Outreach. I know Tim Jumper over there is doing incredible things, and we haven't had that kind of one-on-one connection. And I really want to get down and understand them more so we can help them. It just really does come down to, I understand there are so many people doing so many incredible things in Pierce County. And if I'm being real, I want to work with all of them. Like I said earlier, man, I'm a doer, so I'm here for it, So here's what I'm going to say. If you are working with people who are experiencing homelessness or near homelessness, if you're working with individuals who are underemployed or unemployed, if you're working with people who want to find a new opportunity, a new career path, let's work. Let's do it. Let's get folks living wage jobs in Pierce County so that people aren't working 85, 90, 100 hours a week to make rent. Let's get folks working 40 hours a week so they can go home and take care of their kids and have a wonderful life. Let's make where we live better. And I mean that with my whole heart. Call me, email me, send me a text. I am available through every which way you want to contact me.
Man, I love it. I love it. See, this is what I was talking about. The collaboration with Sam, ever since we got started to work together, has just been fire, right? Like
he got that fire.
Man, I just love the passion. And we usually ask, like, what can the community do to help? And you kind of touched on it right there, but I feel like there's some things that, like, just our community in general, or our partners, or the task force in general really can do. We can still do some things to really support the work you're doing. And we want to know what that is. And I feel like it might be some awareness around, like, the monthly job fairs or different things like that. Really tell us how we can better help.
Yeah. So I think you hit the nail right on the head there, right? We're holding job fairs every single month virtually right now. And as soon as I can, I'll be doing them in person too, right? If you know people looking for work, send them my way. I will not, my work is entirely employer focused, right? I'm out there meeting with businesses, talking to them about their needs, working them to strive to get the, raise their wages and do the right things and make sure that we're providing for Pierce County. So what we could use is for the job seekers to come through. And I think one of our biggest struggles is that visibility, right? How do we get the word out without, like, a huge marketing budget or something that a for-profit company would do, right? Mm-hmm. Well, community. I touched on that a little bit earlier too, right? We're a community here, and I want y'all to know that my team, the whole team at Business Solutions, Business Services, we're a part of this community, and we want to help. So send your folks to us. Come see us. Come talk to us. Call me for a coffee. I'll meet with you. We can talk about it. Let's get any job seekers that you are working with, any people that need work, let's get them jobs, because they're here. There's plenty of jobs. So talk to me. Let's make it happen.
Real quick, can we talk about, like, what your current outreach looks like for those job fairs? Like, is it purely social media based? Is there a website or something that people can go to get more info? Is it, kind of give us that so people can go there and check it out.
100%. So everything we do is posted on workforce-pierce.org, right? You can go there and you can go under job fairs and you can see that the Hire Pierce County links will be there, right? Hire Pierce County, if you just search it up, it should pop right up. But basically, it goes through. We post it on the WorkForce Pierce and WorkForce Central LinkedIn. We post them to Facebook. We send emailers out. We're doing a kind of wide array of outreach with it, right? And so if you have any questions on how to find it, easiest way, go to that WorkForce Pierce website, look at job fairs, it's right there. Easy to find.
Cool.
Next one, like I said, is July 15. Registration for that will be open in about 10 days. So I'd say, on the 10th, you're able to go and register for that, right? And you can do that. Sorry, I've got like a terribly runny nose right now. Just by searching up Hire Pierce County on the WorkForce page, right, for WorkForce Pierce.
Cool. And I think on the our website, the task force website, pccetf.org, we just launched an event calendar on the website. And so I'm pretty sure that those job fairs will be in there as well, so people can check it out. Yep.
Definitely. No, I appreciate that, man. I love the work that you're doing. It's there. It's well-rounded. You're really thinking about what pieces do I need to collectively be successful for this county. I really love that. We are your focus, just like, we keep them the same way. But, we had to rebuild this community. We had to build that trust for us to be able to serve the community the way that we need to. I know we're coming to a close, Sam, but the one thing I want you to let everyone that is watching this, listening, writing down everything, how do we connect to Sam? Yeah.
Best way to get with me personally is the email, right? sbradshaw@workforce-central.org. You can email me whenever. Like I said, if you're interested in sending your job seekers our way for hiring events and things like that, let me know. You can also reach the team, if you'd like to do that, at business solutions at workforce-central.org. That's business solutions plural at workforce-central.org. And just let us know. Like, if you're interested, if you're a business and you're interested in attending a job fair and you need help, email that business solutions email, right? Let our team take care of you. We're here for it.
Absolutely. And no cost, right?
No cost. No cost.
Real quick, before we close out, because we're kind of in a unique situation with the WorkForce Center opening back up. Yeah. Can you kind of give everybody an idea of what that looks like to walk in there, or how Business Solutions is going to be utilizing the WorkForce Center?
Yeah. So the WorkForce Center will open up on July 6th to individuals who have scheduled time, right? So right now you'll have to schedule time at the WorkForce. You'll be able to do that online to get yourself in the door. Business Solutions itself will have desks there, but our focus will be working in the field, right? So we're meeting businesses on their campuses. We're meeting with individuals out in the community. We are meeting off-site, right? So no business services will be provided at the center right now, just because there's limited availability for people to be in there, right? That being said, if you're interested in hosting a hire event and you're a business, like I said, I'm happy to come down to your place of business and chat it out. We can grab a coffee and just talk about whatever you need to talk about and make that happen.
Perfect. All right. Well, man, thank you so much, Sam, for coming on. I know we've been talking about this for a little bit, but great to have you on. Ever since, like I said, we started working together, it's been a fun collaboration. I know Tamar and I just appreciate being part of your circle and just working with you, man. I appreciate all the work that you're doing. Thank you.
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate being part of the team. I appreciate the platform. And Pierce County, I appreciate you.
Man, there you have it. Sam Bradshaw, colleague of ours, amazing person, doing great things in this community. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep leveraging our partners. We got so many partners to leverage on the corner, and you're going to be seeing them left and right. Hell, if you know somebody that wants to be on the corner, that needs to be on the corner, reach out to Jeff and myself, man. Let's get them on the corner because they're bringing something to the community. As we get out of here, I tell you guys all the time, man, when we talk about community, always remember that the corner holds the community together. We'll see you guys next time on the corner. We're about to do our thing. I hope you guys enjoy it. Connect with Sam and his team. Let's make things happen. We out of here.